Hey cookie creators and lovers alike, I'm Gabby. The smells of Christmas are in the air, including ginger. So today on the Cool Cookie Show, I'm sharing my secret Gingersnap recipe. Shh, tell everyone. When it comes to my family and friends, my ginger snaps don't last very long. So in order to make sure I have enough to go around, I always err on the side of caution and make at least a double batch. Since I'll be sharing these ginger snaps after I bake them today, I've decided to once again err on the side of caution and double it up. However, if you're only looking for a single batch of ginger snaps, don't fret. I've outlined the details of a single batch as well as a double batch in the details found below this video. The ingredients you'll need for this recipe are 1.5 cups of salted butter, 2 cups of white sugar, 2 eggs, half a cup of molasses, 4 cups of all-purpose flour, 2.5 tablespoons of ground ginger, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of salt, and about 1 cup of white decorating sugar. The coarseness of this sugar gives the cookies its much desired crunch. If you don't have this type of sugar though, that's okay. You could also use plain white granulated sugar in its place. Now let's add all of these ingredients together. We'll start with our wet ingredients. Once the butter has had a chance to get smooth, we'll then beat in the eggs and the molasses. If the butter doesn't become completely smooth with the molasses and the eggs, that's okay. It'll all come together once we add our other ingredients. Now we'll go ahead and add our sugar. Thanks to the sugar, our consistency is looking better already. Now we'll go ahead and add our ginger, cinnamon, salt, and baking soda. After a quick stir, I'm going to scrape down the edges of the bowl to make sure there's no extra butter hanging out, and then slowly start to add my flour. Now, to ensure you don't end up with a flour explosion throughout your kitchen, get a spoon or a scoop and take your time adding the flour as the mixer is processing on a low speed. For this next step, I recommend removing any rings or jewelry, as this part does get a little bit sticky and messy and will save you a trip to the jeweler for a cleaning later. With your mixed dough and a regular kitchen spoon, scoop out enough dough to make about a 1-inch bowl, rolling it in your hand to make it nice and round. If it's a bit too big, that's okay, just throw some back in for the next cookie. If you'd like to be really meticulous, you could use a food-safe scale to measure each cookie to ensure that they're all exactly the same weight. Once your dough is fully round, roll it in the decorating sugar and then place it on your pan. I can generally fit about 8 cookies on one pan without them overlapping each other during the baking process. After a little bit of practice, you'll get used to the feeling of the amount of dough you need in the palm of your hands to get each one about the same size. As you can tell, it's already a good idea I took off my rings. Now we'll place this tray in the oven at 350 degrees for 8 to 10 minutes. Although their consistency may still seem a little unstable at the 10-minute mark, pull them out. I promise they're done. By not over baking them, you'll ensure that you get that nice crunch on the outside, but that soft chew on the inside. Give them about 5 to 10 minutes to cool before moving them to a drying rack or tray. Now that our cookies have cooled, you can see that they've flattened out a little and they're a little bit more firm to the touch. Don't worry though, they're not too firm. As you can see, they're still nice and soft in the middle. Although these cookies are traditionally seen around the holidays, they're a great way to sweeten anyone's heart all year round. Don't forget to grab this recipe in the details below this video. For my deliciously delectable sugar cookies, simply hit the link above. If there's any other cookies you'd like to see, don't forget to make comments below. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of The Cool Cookie Show. If you liked this episode, give it a big thumbs up. Want to be a part of the creativity? Let me know what characters and shapes you'd like to see in the comments below. For more of my cookie creations, check out my channel, tune in every Tuesday, and don't forget to subscribe. Till next time, stay sweet!